Corvo slammed the car door shut, the sound echoing through the quiet suburban street like a final punctuation to his shattered life. He'd driven cross-country from San Francisco, leaving behind a tech job that no longer mattered and a relationship that had crumbled under the weight of unspoken resentments. Pulling up to his childhood home in suburban Chicago, he expected solace and familiarity. His mom's homemade lasagna, his dad's quiet nods of understanding. But as he dragged his suitcase up the porch steps, the sight through the living room window stopped him cold. Jordan, his ex-boyfriend of 3 years, laughing on the couch with Corvo's older brother, Ryan. Their hands intertwined in a way that screamed intimacy. The key trembled in his hand as he unlocked the door, his mind racing to deny what his eyes insisted was true. Jordan and Ryan? It didn't make sense. Ryan, the straight-laced accountant who'd always dated women, who'd teased Corvo endlessly about his city boy ways when Corvo came out in college. Corvo stepped inside, the familiar scent of pine cleaner mixing with the bitter tang of betrayal. "What the hell is going on here?" he demanded, his voice cracking the cozy atmosphere like glass. Jordan's face paled, his green eyes widening in shock. He untangled from Ryan and stood up, smoothing his shirt as if that could erase the scene. "Corvo? You're early. We weren't expecting you until tomorrow." Ryan, ever the composed one, rose slowly, his broad shoulders tensing under his flannel shirt. "Hey, bro, good to see you. Let's sit down and talk." But Corvo couldn't sit. His heart pounded, a storm of confusion and hurt swirling inside him. How long had this been going on? Had Jordan planned this all along, using the breakup as a convenient exit to slide into his brother's life? The evening unfolded in a haze of awkward explanations. Their mom, Linda, bustled in from the kitchen, wiping her hands on a dish towel, her warm smile faltering at the tension in the air. "Corvo, honey, you're home." She hugged him tightly, oblivious at first, but as the story spilled out, Jordan admitting he'd come to Chicago for a job interview after their split, staying with the family temporarily, and somehow sparks flying with Ryan. Her eyes darted between her sons, worry etching her face. Dad, Tom, sat in his recliner, flipping through a newspaper, grunting non-committally. "Family's family," he muttered, but Corvo saw the discomfort in his averted gaze. Corvo retreated to his old bedroom upstairs, the posters of indie bands still tacked to the walls like relics from a simpler time. He unpacked mechanically, his thoughts a whirlwind. Jordan and he had met at a pride event in the Bay Area, bonding over shared dreams of a future together, travel, maybe adoption someday. But arguments escalated. Jordan wanted stability, a house in the suburbs. Corvo thrived on the city's chaos. The breakup was mutual, or so he'd thought, ending with a tearful goodbye at the airport. Now this, Ryan had always been the golden child, the one who stayed close to home, helping with the family business on weekends. Corvo had envied that ease, but never imagined it extending to this level of intrusion. As night fell, Corvo heard muffled voices downstairs, Jordan's soft apologies, Ryan's defensive tone. He lay awake, staring at the ceiling, questioning everything. Was this revenge? Coincidence? Or had he been blind to signals all along? The next morning, over breakfast, the air was thick with unspoken accusations. Linda tried to mediate, pouring coffee with forced cheer. "We're all adults here. Let's give it time." But Corvo couldn't stomach it. He pushed his plate away. "Time? For what?" "To watch you two play house in my home." Jordan reached out, but Corvo recoiled. "I thought we were over, Corvo. It just happened." Ryan cleared his throat. "I'm sorry you found out like this, but I'm not sorry it happened. Jordan makes me happy. In a way I didn't know I needed." The words hung heavy, revealing layers Corvo hadn't anticipated. Ryan coming out indirectly through this mess? It complicated everything, turning personal hurt into a family reckoning. Corvo spent the day wandering the neighborhood, memories flooding back. Playing catch with Ryan in the backyard, confiding in him about his first crush on a boy at school. Ryan had been supportive then, awkwardly patting his back. Now that support felt like a prelude to theft. By evening, Corvo confronted them in the living room. How did this even start?
Jordan sighed.
After we broke up, I needed a change. Ryan offered the guest room. We talked a lot. About you at first, then about us. Ryan nodded. I've been questioning things for years, Corvo. You coming out gave me courage, but I buried it. Until Jordan. Corvo's anger simmered into a deeper ache. It wasn't just betrayal. It was the erasure of his own story, co-opted by those closest to him. As the sun set, he sat on the porch, phone in hand, debating whether to leave or stay and fight for clarity. The neighborhood lights flickered on, mirroring the flickering resolve in his heart. The following days blurred into a tense routine, the house feeling smaller with every shared meal and avoided glance. Corvo threw himself into job applications, scouring listings for anything in Chicago to avoid returning to San Francisco's ghosts. But distractions couldn't drown the constant undercurrent of resentment. Mornings brought awkward kitchen encounters. Jordan brewing coffee, Ryan grabbing toast, their casual touches. A hand on the back, a shared smile, stabbing at Corvo like reminders of what he'd lost. Linda noticed the strain, pulling Corvo aside one afternoon while folding laundry. This isn't easy for any of us, sweetheart. Ryan's been different lately, happier but quieter. And Jordan, he's a good man. I know it hurts, but maybe this is fate's way. Corvo snorted. Fate? Mom, it's my ex dating my brother. It's a punchline, not destiny. She patted his arm, her eyes soft with maternal wisdom tinged by her own biases. Raised in a conservative era, she'd accepted Corvo's sexuality with effort, attending PFLAG meetings, but this twist challenged her limits. Love doesn't follow rules, she said. Give them a chance. Tom was less vocal, retreating to his garage workshop, tinkering with old radios. But over beers one evening, he opened up. Never thought I'd see the day my boys fought over a fella, he grumbled, a hint of humor masking discomfort. Corvo appreciated the attempt. Dad, it's not a fight. Invasion. Tom nodded. Life's messy, son. Your uncle and I once liked the same girl in high school. Didn't end well, but we moved on. The analogy fell flat. This wasn't a teenage crush. It was family bonds fraying. Social ripples extended beyond the home. At a neighborhood barbecue, whispers followed them. Mrs. Jenkins from next door cornered Corvo by the grill. Heard about your brother and that nice young man. Quite the surprise. Her tone dripped curiosity, laced with judgment. Corvo forced a smile. Yeah, surprises all around. Later, Ryan pulled him aside. People are talking. It's not easy being out here. Not like in the city. Corvo's eyes narrowed. You think I don't know that? I paved the way for you, remember? Coming out first, dealing with the stares. Ryan sighed. I do, and I'm grateful. But this isn't about stealing your thunder. It's about finding mine. Flashbacks haunted Corvo during quiet moments. He remembered introducing Jordan to the family 2 Christmases ago. Ryan shaking his hand firmly, joking about keeping up with the city slickers. Had there been a spark then? A lingering look? Corvo dismissed it, but doubt gnawed. One night, unable to sleep, he scrolled through old photos on his phone. Him and Jordan at Golden Gate Park, laughing. A group shot with Ryan at a family reunion. Deleting them felt final, but keeping them hurt more. The conflict escalated when Jordan suggested a heart-to-heart. They met at a local coffee shop, away from prying eyes. I didn't plan this, Corvo, Jordan said, stirring his latte. After we ended, I was lost. Ryan listened. It grew from there. Corvo leaned forward. Listened about what? Our problems? Did you trash me to him? Jordan shook his head. No. We talked about dreams, fears. He's solid, Corvo. Like the home I always wanted. The word stung, highlighting Corvo's own restlessness as the flaw in their relationship. And what about me? Was I just a pit stop? Jordan's eyes softened. You were everything, but we wanted different things. Returning home, Corvo found Ryan waiting. How'd it go? Corvo exploded. How do you think? You're living my leftover life. Ryan's face hardened. It's not leftovers. This is real for me. The argument drew Linda and Tom, turning into a family blowout. Voices rose. Accusations of selfishness, pleas for understanding. "You're tearing us apart," Linda cried. Tom slammed a fist on the table. "Enough. We're family. Act like it." But the damage lingered, silences growing heavier. Corvo began questioning his choices. Had he been too quick to leave San Francisco? Too dismissive of Jordan's needs? And Ryan? Had Corvo's absence created a void his brother filled in unexpected ways? As weeks passed, subtle shifts occurred. Shared chores, tentative conversations. But underlying tensions simmered, waiting for a spark. One evening, a call from an old friend in the city offered a job interview, tempting escape. Corvo weighed it, heart torn between fleeing and facing the mess. The house, once a refuge, now felt like a battlefield of emotions. Tensions simmered into a fragile truce, but cracks appeared in unexpected places. Corvo landed a freelance gig writing for a local magazine, giving him purpose amid the chaos. Mornings became rituals of avoidance. Quick hellos over cereal, eyes averted from any displays of affection between Ryan and Jordan. Yet, in quieter moments, Corvo observed them. Ryan's protective arm around Jordan during movie nights, Jordan's laughter at Ryan's dad jokes, and envy mixed with reluctant admiration. They fit in a way he and Jordan never quite did. Flashbacks pulled him deeper into reflection. College days. Corvo coming out to Ryan over late-night pizza in their shared dorm. "I'm gay," he'd blurted. Ryan paused mid-bite. "Cool. Pass the pepperoni." Simple acceptance that bonded them. But now that bond twisted. Had Ryan suppressed his own identity out of fear or deference to Corvo's spotlight? Corvo pondered this during runs through the park, autumn leaves crunching underfoot, mirroring his crumbling certainties. Social pressures amplified the drama. At a family gathering for Aunt Karen's birthday, relatives buzzed with thinly veiled questions. "So, Ryan's got a new roommate?" Cousin Mike teased, winking. Ryan stiffened. "Boyfriend, actually." Gasps rippled, followed by awkward congratulations. Uncle Bob, the outspoken one, pulled Corvo aside. "This normal now? Brothers sharing. Partners." Corvo bristled. "It's not sharing. It's complicated." But the comment ignited doubts. Was this taboo crossing lines society wouldn't forgive? Jordan sought reconciliation, inviting Corvo to lunch. "I miss our friendship," he admitted over sandwiches. "Before the romance." Corvo softened slightly. "Me too. But seeing you with him, it's like losing you twice." Jordan nodded. "I get it. Ryan's been my rock, but you're family to him. To us." The us stung, but sparked a tentative thaw. Back home, Corvo tested waters with Ryan, joining him for a beer on the deck. "When did you know?" Corvo asked. Ryan stared at the stars. "Always, I think. But I dated girls to fit in." Then Jordan showed up, broken-hearted. Talking to him felt right. Corvo absorbed this. "And me? Did I make it harder?" Ryan shook his head. "You made it possible. Seeing you live openly gave me hope." The conversation unearthed buried resentments. Corvo confessed his feelings of inadequacy, always the wanderer, while Ryan anchored the family. Ryan admitted envy of Corvo's freedom. "You've lived, bro. I've just existed." Vulnerability bridged gaps, but not fully. Linda, sensing progress, organized a family dinner out, hoping for normalcy. At the Italian restaurant, laughter flowed tentatively, but a server's confused glance at the group dynamic, two brothers, one ex, reminded them of external judgments. Deeper conflicts emerged when Ryan announced plans to move in with Jordan permanently, renting an apartment downtown. "It's time," he said. Corvo's stomach dropped. "So you're just leaving?" Linda teared up. "We're happy for you, but the house will feel empty." Tom grunted approval, but Corvo saw the shift as abandonment. "After all this, you're bailing?" Ryan frowned. "It's not bailing. It's building a life." The argument reignited old wounds, voices echoing in the dining room. Jordan mediated. "We can still be close." but Corvo doubted it. External factors added fuel. A local news story about LGBTQ plus rights in the Midwest sparked debates at home. Ryan, newly emboldened, advocated passionately. Corvo, jaded from city activism, challenged him. Easy to talk now that you're out. The exchange highlighted their differing paths. Corvo's battles forged in isolation, Ryan's eased by proximity to family support. As Thanksgiving approached, plans for a joint celebration tested alliances. Invitations to extended family meant navigating more scrutiny. Corvo considered skipping, but stayed, drawn by a masochistic need for resolution. In private, Corvo journaled his turmoil, words pouring out like therapy. Choices loomed: forgive and adapt or cut ties. Jordan's gentle persistence, leaving notes of encouragement, chipped at his walls. One rainy afternoon, they walked the dog together, rain pattering like unspoken regrets. I never wanted to hurt you, Jordan said. Corvo sighed. I know, but hurt happened. The walk ended in tentative hugs, a step toward healing. Yet, as night fell, doubts resurfaced. Was forgiveness weakness or strength? The house pulsed with unresolved energy, high drama building toward an inevitable climax. The powder keg ignited over Thanksgiving dinner, the table laden with turkey and tension. Extended family arrived, oblivious to the undercurrents, chattering about weather and sports. But as plates passed, Aunt Karen's innocent question shattered the facade. So, Jordan, how'd you meet our Ryan? Jordan hesitated, glancing at Corvo. Through family. Uncle Bob chuckled. Heard it was through Corvo here. Quite the hand-me-down. Laughter erupted, but Corvo's face burned. Not funny, he snapped. Ryan defended. It's not a joke. We're serious. The room quieted, judgments hanging like fog. Cousin Mike pressed. Come on, it's weird, right? Exes and brothers. Murmurs agreed. Linda intervened. Enough. We're family. Love who you love. But the damage was done. Corvo excused himself, storming to the backyard, heart racing. Ryan followed. Ignore them. Corvo whirled. Easy for you. You've got the happy ending. I get the pity. Ryan's eyes flashed. Happy? I've hidden for years because of crap like this. You think it's easy coming out at 30? Jordan joined, pleading. We're in this together. But Corvo exploded. Together? You two stole my closure. The fight spilled inside, drawing everyone. Voices overlapped. Accusations of betrayal, defenses of love's unpredictability. Tom boomed for silence. Sit down, all of you. They complied, the air electric. He turned to Corvo. Son, life's not fair, but holding grudges poisons you. To Ryan, you should have handled this better. Linda wept softly. I just want my boys happy. Jordan spoke up. I love Ryan, but I care about Corvo too. If this tears you apart, maybe. Ryan interrupted. No, we're not ending because of gossip. The evening devolved into smaller confrontations. Aunt Karen apologized privately to Corvo. Didn't mean to stir the pot, but her words echoed societal norms clashing with personal truths. Later, in the kitchen, Corvo and Jordan shared a moment. Why him? Corvo whispered. Jordan shrugged. He sees me, the real me, like you did once. It humanized the pain, revealing Jordan's own vulnerabilities. Ryan, overhearing, joined. We can make this work. Family therapy, maybe? Corvo scoffed, but the idea planted a seed. Post-dinner, the house emptied, leaving echoes of discord. Corvo retreated upstairs, mind reeling. Choices crystallized. Confront the taboo head-on or let it define them. The next day, a community event, a local LGBTQ plus support group meeting, offered perspective. Ryan invited Corvo. Come with us. Reluctantly, he went. Stories shared there, of families torn and mended, mirrored their own. A speaker discussed chosen families, resonating with Corvo's city experiences. On the drive home, silence broke. That helped, Corvo admitted. Ryan smiled. Me too, Jordan added. We're not alone in this mess. But resolution wasn't instant. A heated phone call from an old friend amplified doubts. Dude, that's messed up. Cut them out. Corvo wavered, but family ties pulled stronger. He confronted Ryan one-on-one in the garage. I feel replaced. Ryan hugged him fiercely. Never. You're my brother first. Tears flowed, barriers crumbling. Jordan watched from afar, relieved. As December dawned, subtle shifts emerged. Shared laughs, inside jokes revived. Yet, underlying debates persisted. Society's acceptance of unconventional relationships, personal boundaries in love. The climax peaked when Ryan proposed to Jordan impulsively during a family game night. Will you? He asked, ring in hand. Jordan's yes sparked joy, and Corvo's internal turmoil. Congratulations masked his ache. Later, alone with Ryan, Corvo voiced it. I'm happy for you, but it hurts. Ryan nodded. I know. Thank you for staying. The moment forged uneasy peace, choices made in the fire of conflict. As snow fell outside, the house warmed with tentative hope, drama yielding to fragile unity. Winter settled over Chicago like a blanket, muffling the world's judgments but not the family's evolving dynamics. Corvo adapted, channeling energy into his writing, penning articles on LGBTQ plus family issues that drew from his pain. Ryan and Jordan's engagement buzzed with plans. Venue scouting, guest lists. Each step a reminder of what could have been. But Corvo participated, offering suggestions with growing sincerity. That park's perfect, he said during one discussion, surprising himself. Linda threw herself into wedding prep, her enthusiasm a bridge over troubled waters. This family's stronger for it, she declared, baking cookies for tastings. Tom, ever pragmatic, helped with budgets, grumbling but engaged. Social circles adjusted too. Neighbors' whispers faded into acceptance, bolstered by the couple's visible happiness. At a holiday party, Mrs. Jenkins toasted them. To love in all forms. Corvo clinked glasses, masking lingering twinges. Personal growth marked the season. Corvo dated casually, a barista named Chris, testing waters without commitment. It highlighted his readiness to move on, choices informed by lessons learned. Ryan confided fears. What if society's not ready? Corvo reassured. You've got us. Jordan, the glue, organized group outings, ice skating, museum visits, fostering bonds. One evening, skating under twinkling lights, laughter echoed as they fell and rose together, metaphor for their journey. Yet, controversies lingered. A family friend's disapproval letter arrived, citing moral concerns. It sparked debate at dinner. Ignore it, Tom said, but Corvo argued. No, address it. Hiding perpetuates shame. Ryan agreed, sending a polite response affirming their love. The act empowered them, turning private pain public advocacy. As spring approached, wedding details solidified, but Corvo faced a crossroads. Best man role offered. I'd be honored, he accepted, choice sealing forgiveness. The ceremony, in a quaint garden, unfolded beautifully. Vows exchanged, rings slipped on, amid tears and applause. Corvo's toast. To love that defies odds. You've taught me resilience. Cheers rose, but in quiet moments he pondered the cost. Emotional scars redefined relationships. Post-wedding, life normalized. Ryan and Jordan in their apartment, Corvo eyeing moves but rooted anew. Reflecting on the saga, Corvo journaled final thoughts. Betrayal birthed growth, choices shaping destinies. Family endured, bent but unbroken. As he closed the book, peace settled, drama resolved into quiet strength. Was it right for Ryan and Jordan to pursue their love, knowing the pain it caused Corvo? Or should family loyalty have trumped personal happiness?